makes her... I can tell you.
Can you push back a little bit? I can't see your eyes. Okay, that's better. Still might cut you off a bit. Okay, that's better. Okay.
Wait,
So-
did you press play?
Yep. So Nicki Minaj wears skimpy outfits. Her lyrics, not appropriate.
No.
Okay, sometimes it's offensive. I get that. But
How do you know?
is it not okay that she can express her sexuality? Is it?
Is it not okay, or
Is it appropriate? Should it be okay that she can express her sexuality? Is it fair that Pitbull can go up and perform with his shirt off, but Nicki Minaj performs and she's just wearing a bra and underwear?
No, I see what you're
Why is that fair? But Nicki Minaj gets the stigma that she's a slut.
saying. Yeah.
Why?
Women are always labeled more than men.
Is that fair?
No.
Why do you think that's not fair? Just curious. I'm just curious.
Because, I mean, guys could go and sleep around and they won't be called a whore, and, you know, it really shouldn't be like that.
Well, I think of Madonna, Nicki Minaj, Miley Cyrus.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. They are raunchy. Miley Cyrus, for example. She rode on an inflatable... I can't believe I'm going to present this. She rode on a penis.
I know, I saw
in
that.
front of a crowd. Is that her expressing her sexuality, or is that her being a whore? And what's the difference? What's the difference? Is that really whore behavior, or is that her just expressing her sexuality? I mean, no one knows if she had sex with multiple men.
Yeah.
So is the whore really the correct name for it?
I can't answer. I really...
You don't know?
Yeah.
It's hard to say, isn't it?
Because it's like, she doesn't... I know women, like, you know, you're supposed to... Well, we get labeled more, and it's like, okay, men don't. But at the same time, it's like, do we really want to sink down to their level and be, you know, just as trashy as they are? I don't know if that makes sense.
No, that makes sense. But why does a woman's sexuality have to be limited? Did you know in the state of New York, this is just off the record, in the state of New York, women are allowed to walk around topless? Did you know that? In the state of New York, women are allowed to walk around topless. If you went to New York and you saw a woman walking around topless, would you be offended? Just answer honestly. Not trying, yeah.
Yes, I would be.
Mm-hmm. Why?
Because... I don't know, but I feel like...
These are hard, isn't it? That's my point.
Well,
That's what I'm trying to make.
I guess if you're that confident to...
Okay, let me rephrase this question. Why are men, not all men, okay, government officials, trying to regulate when women breastfeed?
Regulate as in, like, when and where? Or...
That's right. That's right. That's what I said. Mm-hmm.
No, that's not fair.
That's not fair.
No.
Okay. And when I think of breastfeeding, I don't even think of it being related to women's sexuality.
No.
I think that's like a nurturing type of...
That's basic
Comes
caregiving.
with nature.
Yep, basic caregiving to your child.
And that was just interesting. So, my point is, it's hard to tell when women challenge the boundaries of their own sexuality, they're not only challenging their own boundaries, they're challenging society's boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
Because society will look at you and say, hey, that's inappropriate for women to act like that. You're a whore, you're a slut, you're this. It's easier to give them a label.
Yeah.
Men, they can piss on the side of the road. No one says anything to them.
True.
Yeah, I don't know. Just trying to figure out the difference, I guess. I can't tell the difference. I don't understand why I can't flaunt my body if I want to.
Yeah.
And why would I have to be labeled?
I mean, I guess if, people do like Nicki Minaj, for example. I don't, because I don't agree with, you can express your body and, show it off, but, you can find ways to be sexy without showing every inch of skin on you. But if that's what she wants to do, then that's what she wants to do.
In your opinion, what makes a woman sexy is a little bit of modesty.
Yeah.
Someone who, shows off skin here and there, but not the whole package.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because then what you're doing is, you're sending off the wrong vibe to guys, and, you want the attention from this guy who is, a good guy, wants a nice girl, but you're attracting all these men by, the way that you act and dress.
What is your religious background? Even if you don't identify with a certain religion, what religion were you brought up?
Greek Orthodox, so that's like Catholic.
That's interesting. Okay. So, off this note with society and how they view sexuality and how they kind of label people, how do you feel about your own sexuality?
Oh, okay. So, I decided to wait till I was married to be sexually active. Should I say why?
Say why?
Okay. So, I decided to wait because, I had some friends at school that were sexually active, and then they would break up with the guy, and they would be broken. And it's not just like any other breakup. It would hurt 10 times more. And I had a family member be sexually active, and she thought that she had an STD. So it's like, all that, I was like, well, you know what? I can wait for one guy. I'd rather know that person more. And my biggest, fear is that I would regret what I did. I never want to regret, the choices that I make. Yeah.
I'm going to pause it.